Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the Japanese tier 7 medium tank, the Chi-Ri. Now the Chi-Ri is a meme. It's a meme tank because it's generally not that good. It's got a little memey 3-shot autoloader which goes pew 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 with its shots, and it can lead to just some memey consequences, but generally as a tank, yeah, it's really not that good because it's not the quickest tank in the universe. I believe it's like 50 kilometers an hour top speed, something like that. It's big. It's got no armour whatsoever. It gets penned all the time. Derp guns, love it. Just like the Chi-To, just like the Chi-Nu. Derp guns, love it. And they will pen it easily all the time. And that's something you've got to be wary of. Because if you see a derp gun looking at you, just get away from it. Absolutely get away from it. Now, yeah, before we get into today's video, truly as well, if you hear weird noises from my voice, yeah, that's because I'm ill again. Goddamn colds, eh? Is what it is. It's just the bloody lurgy that's going round at the minute. Everyone seems to get it. Everyone I know seems to have it. Is what it is. But let's not let that stop the party that is going on in World of Tanks with the Cheerio. RiOP, because yeah, it's a funny tank. I think it's because it's bad, which is why it's like and we like it. I mean, shots like we just saw on that T-34 where it was like bang bang and he's dead. Really, really nice. I don't know, it's one of those tanks that always seem to have quite a lot of fun in, even if it is pure crap. And sometimes you can have pretty decent results. But to be honest, it's also one of those tanks that is only ever good when it's facing all the tier 7s and tanks below it as well. Because if you're facing tier 8s and tier 9s in this tank, yeah, it's really, really just not that good. So in terms of a crew on the Chi-Ri, I run Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Trap Mechanic, Situational Awareness, Steady Aim, Snapshot, Run and Gun, and Camouflage Expertise. Camouflage Expertise because I just want to help the camo out a little bit, try and help it not get spotted all the time. It doesn't have the best camo in the universe because it is a fairly large tank, because I actually believe it was a heavy tank concept or prototype or something like that, but it's a medium tank in game. And yeah, it's fairly large, so it doesn't actually have any camo. So I do want to help it out a little bit more with the camo, and since it is a medium tank, you can actually put the camo net on it and get a pretty decent return out of the reduction in your camo with that too. And that just helps you stay unspotted in a fair few situations. It just helps you not get like insta spotted, which is nice. And all the gun perks, because the gun can be a little bit dodgy here and there too. And as you can see with this gun, with that 3-shot autoloader, it can be pretty devastating once you are allowed to just rain fire upon people. Although, clearly that Tiger one there has armour that is just too OP for this gun. That Tiger just laughed at me. I feel like he just laughed at me, but we're not laughing at him. We're laughing back. That's what we're doing right now against that guy, and we'll get another nice clip into him. But yeah, as you can see, it's just really nice. And actually, you've got to expose yourself quite a bit to drop this 3-shot clip, but you just got to pick your time. It's all about assassination attempts and just picking the right time to go at people with it. Now, obviously, another big downside of the tank is penetration, and that's another bit for this tank, unfortunately, that sucks. It's like 155 standard pen, I think it is, 186 on the premium, which is really sad for a tier 7, and yeah, it really struggles in a bottom tier matchup, which is another reason it sucks, to be honest. But the 186 is okay. You can do quite a lot with it, but once you're facing those tier 9 heavies and stuff like that, you have zero chance of doing anything to them. So yeah, this first replay, we're on El Haloof. We managed to get 4 kills so far with 2.9k damage, 1200 assistance. And there's 5 tanks left on the enemy team. We see this Churchill 1. It's like, I'm going to go for this guy. So if we get towards this Churchill 1, might be able to get shots in behind where the T-34-100 is from the other side of this ridge. And any TD that gets spotted up above. And I can try and get over here to get the Churchill 1, but Swindle manages to shut down the Churchill 1 before I get anywhere near him. But thankfully we get a shot into that Easy 8. And now we're on 5 kills, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I can get a Top Gun. Please don't die, Death Toaster. And thankfully we get the shot in to shut down the Death Toaster. And we end up with the Top Gun, which is really nice. Like, it's nice to have with the ribbons, because I can see that exactly how many kills I've got at this moment in time. It's pretty nice. It's nice having those ribbons back and that kill counter back on the hood, because now I know I can be on like 5 kills and I'll go, oh my god, we want to go get it. We want to get Top Gun, come on, we want it. Or we can get the Devastator or the Radley Walters, come on. You know, beforehand it was sort of a nice surprise, but it might be at the end of the game where we end up with 7 kills and I'm like, I could have chased down at 8th, but I just thought, it's too far away across the map and I didn't chase it, and then thus I didn't get Radley Walters because I didn't realise there was 7 kills. Finished that game with the Ace Tanker, the Top Gun, the High Caliber, 1975 base XP. Really nice game for the Chi-Ri. But yeah, I really like having the ribbons back for that. And it's just a nice addition to have back. And yeah, we're on to the second replay, which is on Heilbronn. And this one was from a wee while ago, so naturally we don't have the ribbons and stuff like that. And we're going to have a pretty decent little game. It's me and the Chi-Ri, and naturally, every single time I've tended to take the Chi-Ri out, it's with Turkey, because Turkey also loves the meme of the Chi-Ri, so we end up taking RiOP out and have a fun time. And yeah, again, Heilbronn, we're going to have a fun time. And surprise, surprise, look at the matchmaking. I think it's actually pretty decent. I think we're against mostly tier 7s and 6s and 5s. Naturally, that's the way it's going to be for the Chi-Ri, because it doesn't truly shine against tier 8s and 9s. It really does struggle against tier 8s and 9s. You've just got to grit and bear it, you know. It is the way it is. Like, when you're grinding this Japanese medium line, the Chi Nu is okay for a tier 5 medium tank. It's actually alright. It just is made of pure paper, and the proliferation of derp guns at tier 5 hurts that tank quite badly, because they do just literally auto aim and fire at you and pen you instantly because you have like 20mm of armor or something like that. I don't know how much armor it actually has, but you know what I mean. It's like pure paper. And then you got the Chi Nu Kai. No, that's the tier 5 premium. No, it's the Cheeto. Of course, it's the Cheeto. And then you got the Cheeto, which is again just the Chi Nu, but a tier higher and with a slightly better gun. So it struggles, essentially. I actually think the Cheeto has the same gun as this tank, but this tank just gets the auto-loading version of it. And, yeah, the auto-loading version of this tank, like you can say, auto-loading version of this gun, I should say, as you can see, is pretty memey with just how... Because it reloads really quickly, look, 7.5 seconds, and then you put those shots out really, really fast. So people can just sit there going, haha, I shall be fine. And then you've taken away, 350 hit points in the blink of an eye. Speaking of 350 hit points, well, he's just taken a hit, so I can't say that. We managed to get the kill on the IKV-103 there. Naturally, this tank does have a single shotgun, which is exactly the same as this gun, pretty much, but I think it's slightly more accurate, and has ever so slightly better DPM, I think. I'm not quite sure on that one, don't quote me on that one. But you do get the option to be single shot if you don't like this autoloader, essentially. But like I say, it is a weird one for the tier 7 medium, because you are using the same gun as the tier of previously, but on a tier higher, so naturally you're seeing tier 9s instead of only tier 8s max. And it as a gun, it really does start to struggle. But we're having a good go of it in this game, as we managed to shut down the Jackson, who was definitely AFK at that point. So it's basically a free kill. We're up to 2k damage with 1,000 assistance, and I'm just looking at it like, okay, I want to get some shots into this T29. There was the Jackal, but, I'm just going to ignore him. We go for some shots into the side of the turret of the T29. Bad decision making, because we were not going to pen that with our penetration. And now it's like, okay, I can get the shots into his lower plate. Unfortunately, we ricochet one of them, which leaves him on enough hit points to survive, although actually I don't think I could have killed him with that other shot anyway. He comes over, gets a shot into us, and actually, I think that guy was using the 76mm gun. And looking at that gun as we go past, I think he was. I think he was using the 76mm. Poor guy. Fortunately enough, we managed to shut him down, though. Got us another kill. We're up to 2.5k damage with 1,100 assistance. And there's currently 6 tanks left on the enemy team. So we're going to move up to try and help Turkey with this Jackal and the enemies in front of him, because most of the enemy team, except for 2, is in front of him. So naturally we want to go help him. And as you can see, I'm looking at it going, hang on, there's 6 people left. I feel like I've killed a lot of people. Oh my god, I'm on 7 kills. Right, this T1, this M6, sorry, is my one. And then Scriptix managed to absolutely blap the M6, and it's like, no, my Radleys. The T25/2 gets shut down by Turkey, and I'm watching my... Oh, and then Turkey shuts... Not Turkey, the T20 shuts down the T150. And as you can see, it's one of those moments of, I'm so close, but yet I'm so far, because every time you just get to shoot someone, they blow up, and you're like, no, my Radley Walters, I want my 8-kill medal, and oh my god, there goes the Cromwell as well. And the other Jackal, oh no, the chances of this Radley Walters happening are... happened. There you go. We managed to kill the Hellcat. But that's what's going through your mind when you get to that point, right? It's always like, oh no, not again, it's all eluding me. But then we do manage to get the 8 kills. We managed to get the 2.8k damage, 1100 assistance, which is nice. We managed to get the Radley Walters. Devastator, Radley Walters, Ace Tanker, Top Gun, High Caliber, and 1879 base XP. A really great game for the Cheery. Like I say, it's a tank that is pretty poor, in all honesty. But it can have that meme ability. So as always, everybody, cheerio.